Hello everyone. This is my project for finance. The name of the company is The Courts, and my name is Roberto Hernandez. So let's get started. Well, first, this is the picture that I chose because of the courts, and basically my project. It's a place where we have different sports, mainly indoor for people, as shown here in that cage, in the bowling, in the pool. I that's outdoor, but imagine it's indoor, and a bunch of other things in the same place, right? That's my project, my idea. So, target clients. My business is made for people who want to have a fun time with sports, which make it a family friendly ambient. I show here a full family, including grandparents, the kids, and the man and woman, right? Because they could totally go to our place and play some different sports. Maybe the grandparents might not play, I don't know, basketball. I'm not saying that they can't, but maybe they aren't able anymore. But they maybe can play bowling, or they could play in the pool table. They could be in the food court. They could all go to my place, right? And for sure, I put a friend's picture, since it could totally be a plan for us Friday or Saturday to go and play, be with your friends, have a fun time, basically. Product distribution. I put this image to show what I have in my mind. Imagine this gym, let's say, as what I have in my head. It's just basketball, but imagine in each side we have different sports, right? So let's say that volleyball, it's bowling, then here is basketball in both sides, then here it's all the pool tables and other pool games, there's bunch ping pong and other stuff, right? Then it's at second floor, and we have other sports in the second floor. It's just an image that I have in my head, and I think I thought this image could show what I have in my mind. Hopefully that I could explain it well, and that I'm basically explaining myself off, right? But it's the image that I have in my mind. Then we have a marketing strategy. Besides social media content and other advertising options, such as going to the streets and give pamphlets, or buying advertisement places or whatever, organizing different events at our place, offering different rewards, would make people to come and taste what we offer. And basically, I put this image because it could demonstrate what we have in mind. Let's say we have a basketball tournament at our place, and the rewards are different. Let's say money, let's say food, other money, or I don't know, whatever you can think of. At the beginning, it will be necessary to bring people in, and it could be a good marketing strategy to do it once a month or once every 2 months, so new people can come in and try our place. And it's by hand with the acquisition strategies. We could do for bringing up customers, besides what I just mentioned with the events. We could go to schools, or we could go to public places and offer our place. We will ask for permission to the school or whatever. We could organize a school trip. We could organize some events for high school students when they are graduating, or when they are freshmen. We can organize different things in order to bring people in. Besides going into the streets with pamphlets, and organizing different marketing strategies for people to come into our place, basically, right? And after we acquire some customers, we have to retain them, right? We have to do something so they can stay in our place. And that's why I chose this picture, because apparently this guy is in structure and she looks happy. So because of what our project is, our company, we cannot influence totally on the experience of the customer. Let me explain. Since it's a sports place with a bunch of different courts and whatever, we cannot assure that they will have a great time, right? Because all we can do is offer the place, right? So let's say that guy comes in with all these guys and they are all in a group and they play 10 different games in one day, and this guy lost every game. Maybe he won't be very happy, right? He won't be the happiest guy on earth that day because he just lost 10 straight games, right? Maybe he will be frustrated or he will be whatever, right? We cannot influence on the performance of this guy in the games that we offer. But what we can do is to be like this guy. This is apparently an instructor. So we can provide a great service. So with this, we can create like her all of these, that they could be happy at least with the service, right? Maybe the experience is different. We will provide an excellent ambient. We'll have good infrastructure. We could have good equipment. So then we can get it together with a good service. Also, together with that, we'll have a food court. This is an image that I chose because for me it looks pretty similar what I want to do. It could totally be a place where you can eat in this sports place. It doesn't look too nice, but it doesn't look bad. It looks sporty, you know. I don't know if that word exists, but it looks, for me, it looks like place. And for sure, we'll offer a bunch of drinks, hydration drinks besides water, maybe Powerade or whatever, Gatorade or whatever branch that would want to be with us. For sure, we will have some food, salads, protein bars, hamburgers, pizzas, whatever food you could imagine. Even people could come in just for the food. You never know, right? Maybe it's not the place just for eating, but it could happen that sometimes you said, oh, okay, I like that pizza, I'll go there, right? Then we go to monetization. What I thought about getting money from the customers as they first enter to the place and what we're gonna do. It's hard for us to offer them to rent just a one court or to use just one place or whatever. So the best thing for me, or the best idea that I got, is by time. Charge them for certain hours, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, how many they want, having different color bracelets depending on the hours, depending on the time. And it could be a nice way to measure their time and to get money from them, right? Then memberships, I'm not too sure about this, but we could make it work if we find a good idea. We could make some membership of a month, a year. Say, okay, you can come every Friday of the year, every Saturday, every weekends, depending on the different memberships that we could offer. Then the food court, as I just mentioned. Then renting. Let's say somebody wants to make an event, we could rent for those events. It takes money to make money. We're gonna recoup the cost? I mean, this is, for me, it's a very ambitious project. It's very expensive, in my opinion. It's not easy. So for sure we'll have a bunch of work to do. And this is the revenue generation. It's something that I could explain. As I said, it's an ambitious and expensive project and takes a lot of time to make some revenues. So let's say we'll charge 20 for a 1.5 hours bracelet, and we receive 30 people the first month, which is very few people, right? And all of them buy that one bracelet. That makes 600 the first month, 1,800 in 3 months, and 7,200 a year. That's for sure what we don't want. We want more money, we want more people, and that's why it's important to do a very good marketing and very good advertising, because with this we just go bankrupt the first year. And later on the projects we'll explain a little more about the quantities. Everything else, just as everybody else, everyone has problems, everyone have difficult times, everyone is having their own fights, so I don't want to get in too much deep, right? But I mean, I'm working on the problems that I'm currently having. Differentiators. First, let's recall some potential direct and indirect competitors. Some of them could be top golf, trampoline parks, bowling, billiards. They are not the same, not even quite the same. Oh, sorry. They're not quite the same, but customers could choose between us. Some sports events that people might prefer watching than playing. So that's why I put Buffalo Wild Wings and some restaurants where you could actually see sports. Target regions, potentially just New Mexico at first, and Mexico, which is my homeland. Last question. What role the company play in the marketing commercialization? Doing the marketing and commercialization ourselves, or hiring some services that do this? Finally, the project A. This is the project A, and this revenue we got it estimating people that could come in a month, the price, and we multiply it by month and by year. We got a negative NPV, meaning that the project, we could go with the project instead of investing somewhere else, like as in the opportunity capital. And project B, you can